Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Fit Studio. My name is Lauren, and I'm going to be taking you through an upper body and abs class today on the reformer. I'm going to have you guys start with your foot bar up in the first position. I'm going to be starting on with some supine arms, a red spring and a white spring, which is a heavy and a light spring. If you want to go a little bit heavier today, feel free to go red and a blue spring, a heavy and a medium spring. Your headrest can be up and keep those loops close by. I'm going to pop my little clip off for this, and then I'm just going to pop my hair in. All right, so supine arms to start here today, guys. Arms are directly above the shoulders, up towards the sky. Those fingers are straight. One leg at a time goes into tabletop, and let's tuck the pelvis here. We're imprinting that spine, those knees on top of those hips. You're going to take an inhale here, and then on your exhale, press those arms down to the hips. Take an inhale as you lift those arms straight up. Exhale, press the arms down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Beautiful. So we're not doing too many chest lifts today. However, if you do feel like your neck is a little bit sore or just crunches aren't your friend, that's totally fine. You can keep your head down with all these movements today. Beautiful. Just these plows for another 6. Exhale, press the arms down for 5. Exhale, press the arms down for 4. Beautiful work, guys. We're here for 3. Exhale, press the arms down for 2. One more here. As you press the arms down, lengthen your right leg over the foot bar. Inhale, bring it back to tabletop, lift the arms. Exhale, lengthen the left leg over the bar. Inhale, draw it in. Good. Keep alternating these single leg extensions here for 10. Warming up the abdominals, warming up the back of the arms, front of the legs. Arms stay nice and straight here. Inhale. Exhale, press down for 6. For 5. Keeping that imprinted spine for me for 4. In 3. Adding on a chest lift if it's in your practice today in 2. One more here. Press the arms down, lengthen the leg. Bring it in tabletop. Good. Now I want you to lift the chest up as you lengthen the right leg. Inhale, draw it in. If you need to scoot away from the shoulder rest, like I have to, go for it. Keep switching those legs. Exhale, press. Keeping the belly button pulled back towards the spine. Do 2 more here. And then if it's in your practice, lengthen the leg under the bar as you go into that chest lift. Under the bar, press. Under the bar, deep abs. Keep that opposite leg in, tabletop and press. Good. Here for another 4. And 3. Good. Going into double leg extensions over the bar in 2. 1. Good. Double leg extension. Keep going with those chest lifts if it's available to you today for 10. 8. Lengthen the legs as low as you can without arching that lower back for 6. Exhale, lengthen, lift for 5. Final set of crunches here in 4. Stay with that breath, guys, in 2. 1 more here, lengthen. Draw everything in and hold. Keep that imprinted spine. Keep those arms up towards the sky. All you're doing now is bending the elbows. Keep the carriage still. Lengthen the arms. Bend the elbows and lengthen. Triceps. 10. Keep that carriage as still as you can. Squeeze those abs. 8. Elbows stay tight in towards the ribs. In 6. For 5. Press through those palms. 4. 3. In 2. In 1. Good. Bend those elbows. Hold. Press those arms to the hips. Bend the elbows in. Good. Tricep press for 10. 8. For 7. 6. Good. 5 more here, guys, for 5. Exhale, press 4. Final 3 with these triceps in 3. In 2. 1 more here. Lift those arms, lower the feet. Pop the straps on the hooks, and then grab onto the shoulder rest, rock those knees side to side. Oh, that feels delicious on my lower back. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's get you guys up. I am gonna pop my hair back in my little clippy clip, and we're gonna go into some side facing arms. So I'm gonna have you guys on one blue spring. This is gonna be basically your base spring for the rest of the class today. If you do want this a little bit heavier, feel free to pop on a white spring at any point. If you do want to make it lighter, however, take off that blue, pop on a white spring. Okay, we're in a low kneel here, sitting on our heels. You're grabbing the strap closest to the tower with your left hand. We're going to start with a draw a sword, staying low in a low kneel. So when you're ready, your right hand is on your hip, tuck the pelvis slightly. You're going to bend through the left elbow, open the left arm, and then draw it back to the hip. Good. So see how this feels on this spring, on this low kneel, because we're going to end up going up into a high kneel very soon. So if this doesn't feel good, feel free to change that spring before we keep going. Let's do 4 more. Draw that sword. Open the arm. Bend. Draw it to the hip. 3. Keep that wrist nice and still for me. Nice and strong. 2. 1 more here. Bend. Open. Great. Let's add on your next set. We're going to add that hip lift. Lift the hips. Open the arms. Squeeze those glutes to the top. Bend. Draw it in. And again. And press. Hinge it back. Bend. Lengthen, press. 3. Working the back of the shoulder. Press it here. We're here for another 3. Squeeze those glutes. For 2. Keep that back nice and flat for me. 1 more here. Draw it back in. Beautiful. We're up in that high kneel still. Your left hand is now going to go on your hip. The right elbow is going to stay planted into the ribs, and you're going to have your palm facing the left side. When you're ready, you're going to keep that elbow pulled in. You're going to bring the hand over across the body and then open the hand out. Exhale, hand goes across the body and open out. Good. Internal rotation here, working the rotator cuff. Biceps are working at the same time. Nice little movement here. And if that high kneel doesn't work for you guys today, totally fine. Feel free to pop back into that low kneel. It's going to make it a little bit less resistance on the shoulder. It's also going to be less impact on the knees. So whatever feels good for you today. 2 more. 1 more here. Bring the hand to center. Bring it up to the shoulder. Squeeze those glutes. Take a big exhale as you punch the ceiling. And then bend the elbow in. Single arm shoulder press. Up, down. Good. For 10. Keep that hand close to the head. Moving that carriage as you press the arm up, straight up. Try not to move that arm left and right. It's just going straight up here. We've got 6. And 5. Perfect. Punch it up for 4. 3 more here. Squeeze those abs here. 3. Into. 1 more here. Press. Draw it in. Lovely. Dropping the loop back on the hook. Staying on that blue spring, hands are now going to go on the foot bar. Those feet are going to go in the center of the carriage, and you're going to bring those heels over to the right-hand side, lift those heels nice and high. Square off the shoulders, press the carriage out, holding that plank here. When you're ready, bend those knees in. Exhale, press those knees out. Working that right oblique here. Bend and press. Twisting through that lower spine here, making sure those shoulders are both facing the spring. And press. Good. For 6. And 5. Bringing out that waist here in 4. For 3. And 2. One more here, bend. Press it out, hold. Press the carriage out from those shoulders. Shoulders go back an inch, shoulders go forward an inch. Back an inch and forward an inch. Good for 10. Squeezing those abs, lifting up from those obliques, lifting up from those shoulders. For 7. For 6. Perfect. 5 more here for 5. And 4. Really lovely, guys. We're here for 3. And 2. One more here. Draw that carriage in. Keep those legs long. Let's pike it up. Press it out. Pike it up. Press it out. Keep that twist here. We've got 8. Looking towards those knees as you lift those hips up. 5 more. You got it, guys. Exhale. We'll get you off your wrists in just a second. 3 more. And 2. 1 more here. Pike it up. And then draw that carriage in. Sit those hips back. Relax those hands over the foot bar. Take a nice stretch for the back of the legs and lower back. And then slowly walking down on those knees. Good job, guys. Roll those wrists out a little bit. We're going to go to the other side now. So we're back into that low kneeling position here. You're going to grab hold of the loop and place it in your right hand. Left hand is on the hip. Roll those shoulders back and down. We're staying on that same spring that what we did before. So I'm on that blue spring, staying in that low kneel. You're going to pull that elbow, open up the arm, bend it in, draw it into the hip. Again, elbow opens up, bend into the hip. Beautiful. For 8. Really good, guys. It's a strong upper body class today. I sometimes feel like a focused upper body, focused lower body, focused abs class really, really makes me burn out way quicker. When you're ready, guys, add that high kneel. Elbow lifts. Press the arm up. Squeeze the glutes. Hinge it back as you draw the right hand back to the hip. Again, lengthen and sit the hips back. Exhale, squeeze those glutes, lengthen. Use that breath. We've got 5. Really good, strong upper body here for 4. Ooh, 3 more. One more here, guys. Lengthen, lift it up. Draw it in, back to the hip. Beautiful, guys. We're going to stay in that high kneel. You're going to bring the short loop into your left hand. Tuck that pelvis. Your right hand is on the hip now. The palm faces the right hand side. When you're ready, cross that body with your left hand. Inhale, open up the hand. Keep the elbow tight towards the ribs. Inhale, nice internal rotation of the rotator cuff. It's a really slow and small movement here. but it makes a big difference for the shoulder. It's a great rehab exercise. Exhale, pull in and open. Good for 5. 3 more, then we'll punch the sky in 3. Into. 1 more here. Now bring the hand up towards the sky at shoulder height. Lengthen the arm as you press overhead. Bring it in for 10. Exhale, punch the sky. Draw it in. Good. That hand stays close to your ear. Really nice, guys. We're going to exhale, press 6. 5. Squeeze those glutes. Keep the abs connected. Final 3. Final 2. 1 more here. Press it up. Draw it in. Beautiful work, guys. Place that loop on the hooks. We're going to go back into your planks on the other side now. So your hands are back on that foot bar. Your feet are in the center of the carriage. You're going to lift those heels nice and high and then bring those heels over to the left side. When you're ready, press out into your plank and hold it here, making sure those shoulders are squared off towards the springs. We're going to bend those knees in. Knees go to the right-hand side. Press it out, squeezing through the left oblique. And press. Keeping those heels lifted. 5. Exhale, lengthen. Good. 5 more. 3 more here for 3. We're going to go into that saw in 2. Keep those hips lifted a little bit. 1 more here. Press it out and hold. Good. Hold that plank. Press the carriage out a couple inches, in a couple inches. Out and in. Keep those legs nice and straight. 10. 9. It's a little movement, hinging from the shoulder joint. The lower body stays perfectly still. For 5. In 4. Here for 3. In 2. We're going to go into those pikes, guys. Out. In. Hold. Pike it up. Look towards those knees. And press that carriage out for 10. Keeping those heels facing the left side. You're pinching that left side as you press the carriage out. And in. Pinch. 5 more. 4. 3 more, guys. You got it for 3. And 2. 1 more here. Pike it up. Press it out. Draw that carriage all the way in. Whew. Roll out those wrists for me. Really nice work, guys. Let's have you guys pop on a white spring with that blue spring. If you like to do mermaids a little bit heavier, just pop on one red spring. Let's go into a mermaid for your little cool down. So we're going to bring your right shin up against the shoulder rest. Your left leg is in. You're pressing out through the left hand, opening up the right side, gazing up towards the sky, really anchoring the right hip down. Take an inhale as you draw the carriage in. Again, pressing it out. Lengthening over, lengthening out through the side body, the waist. Inhale, draw it in. 1 more here. Press it out and lengthen. Anchor that right hip down as much as you can. We're now going to rotate to the foot bar. Both arms stay straight. Press that carriage all the way down. Drop the chest into the well. Take an inhale here. And then on your exhale, I want you to lift the chest, little spinal extension as you draw that carriage in. I want you to pull the carriage with your right hand a little bit more and press the foot bar with your left hand. Press it out. Again, nice spinal extension. Draw that carriage in. Lifting up. Beautiful. Now grabbing hold of the shoulder rest in front of you and take a counter stretch for the other side. Lovely. Let's switch sides. So now bring in your left shin up against the shoulder rest. Right foot and right leg is in front of you. Holding the foot bar with your right hand, you're going to reach the left arm over, anchor that left hip down as much as you can. Press the carriage out. Inhale to draw the carriage in. And again, pressing out, lengthening over, stretching out that side body. Inhale. Good. One more here. We're going to press it all the way out. Hold that stretch for a minute. Now I want you to rotate towards the well. Hands go wide on the foot bar. Press the carriage out nice and long. Take an inhale. Exhale. I want you to lift the chest. Lifting that chest. Go into that little spinal rotation, spinal extension. Exhale. Press it out. One more here. Lifting the chest. Pressing in into the right. Pulling that left. Beautiful. Grabbing hold of the shoulder rest next to you. Take that counter stretch one more time. Beautiful work, guys. You guys are done. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that upper body focus class. I am probably going to feel those shoulders tomorrow. And I will see you in the next class. Bye, guys.